Hey friends, it's time to bring back the flashcard. If you are ready for just the simplest little layout, today's creative juice sketch is going to be perfect for you. We are excited to teach you this, and because it's a Tuesday tip video, we've got a fun technique for you as well. Hello everyone, welcome to Simply Simple Stamping. I'm Connie Stewart.
And I'm Christina Stewart.
We are excited about today's Tuesday tip video. We love to start off every month with a really unique creative juice sketch. We call it creative juice because we want to get your creative juices flowing. And I think these are going to be really, really fun cards. I'm going to let Christina kick things off. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You've got the cutest card. Let's jump in.
So this is the card I have designed for you guys today.
So pretty.
Thanks. Just a nice little thank you for being there. You're a blessing to me. Friendship card. Give it to your partner, whatever. Just give it to someone who's a blessing that you appreciate.
We have lots of people that are blessings.
Absolutely. So let's get started. And no need to write down any measurements today. We've got you covered with our free download. You can find it in the description below or head to simplysimplestamping.com and look for the card posted on May 5th, 2026. And on the other side, you'll also see a list of all the products we use and a link to purchase them yourself. Okay, so here is everything I'm using today. I'm using Heirloom Boutique and Scalloped Blooms. My ink colors are Crisp Cantaloupe and Hydrangea Hue. And then, of course, your favorite black ink pad. So yes, today we are using all new products. The new catalog officially released today. So we've got new stamp sets, all new colors on both of our cards today. So we're excited to share those with you guys.
Okay.
So I am starting with a piece of Crisp Cantaloupe. This is standard 8.5, 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to bring in the new Crisp Cantaloupe ink pad. Oh, how will I open it?
What?
So much easier.
It is nice. It's got this magnet in it. Makes it really easy to open and close.
So wonderful.
Oh, can I show one more thing?
Please
do. Look at magnets.
Yes.
The lid to itself.
Yes,
so that's
absolutely.
awesome.
And as someone who is constantly getting ink on her fingers from trying to close the lid, I appreciate that. So I've got my card base. I'm going to take this little flower set and I'm going to stamp it in Crisp Cantaloupe just to give it some texture behind everything else that I'm going to put on it. So I just inked up my finger real quick. Make sure to do that. We'll just wipe it on the sleeve. It's fine. And we're just going to stamp these all around the outside, really, because I'm going to be covering up the center. So
gotcha.
Maybe favor a little bit more right here because it's going to go in this corner. But for the most part, I found just going around has worked. And I've made this card a few times at this point. So.
Because we had camera issues the first time. So we're like pros at this card.
Oh, yeah.
Now.
I can do this card in my sleep at this point.
Technology is so fun.
Oh, yeah. So for the front of my card, for my focal image, I have got a piece of basic white that is 2.5 by 4 and a piece of hydrangea hue that is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. If you remember the flashcard series, this is flashcards. You just cut all of these up so you always have these pieces ready to go.
I'll put the link up in the corner.
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect.
And I believe doing this piece 2 3/4 by 4 1/4, you can get 8 of those out of a single piece of cardstock. So you can really build up your layer collection. So you just have to grab it and you're ready to go. Makes it so easy.
Wait, like in a flash.
Wow. So I have brought out my black ink pad. I'm going to use that same stamp. I've cleaned it because Crisp Cantaloupe and Memento Black are very different colors. So we don't want to mix that. So I am going to stamp this in black.
This is one of my favorite stamp sets.
Me too.
That when I saw it, I don't know, it's whimsical flowers.
It is.
And that is something I love.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
And then I've got this littler flower. Well, it's a bigger flower, but there's only one of it. So it's littler in my head. And I got more ink on my fingers. So
it's a gift.
It's a gift. It's what I do best. We'll stamp this in the corner. Okay, and then to color my flowers, I am using some Stampin' Blends. I have another new color. This is the Light Peaceful Pine. And then I've got dark and light Crisp Cantaloupe. So I will use, I'll start on this flower because I just think it'll go faster. And then I'm sure you can use your imagination to imagine how I will color this other one. I could have done some blending on the leaves, but they're just leaves.
Well, and you know, with this being a whimsical set,
the whimsy's built in.
Yeah.
I don't need to add more. And then I'm going to take the dark crisp cantaloupe and I'm going to get the center of my flower and all of these little bursts, petal folds, whatever they are.
Petal folds.
Yeah.
What a great word.
Yeah.
We need a stamp set called petal folds.
Yeah. And then I'll take my light crisp cantaloupe and I'll just blend it and add that to all of my petals.
It's a gorgeous color.
It is. It's like that perfect peachy cantaloupe, light pinky orange. Oh, there we go. And then I'm just going to repeat that on my other image.
Gotcha.
So I've got another little piece of basic white. This is just 4x1. And I'm going to bring in the Hydrangea Hue ink pad. And I'm going to stamp my sentiments on here. So for my littler piece, I'm going to do "You're Such a Blessing to Me," or just "A Blessing." Not such. I added that.
It's what you mean.
It's what I mean. I add such to everything I say. It's never just thank you. It's thank you so much. You're such a blessing to me. And then for the inside of my card, thank you for being there for me.
So much.
So much. Thank you so much for being there for me. So much. So I am bringing in my favorite die set, Stylish Shapes. This is the perfect starter die set.
Oh,
if you
absolutely.
can only have one, it should be this one.
This is the one.
It's got everything you need. So I'm going to take these two banners right here. I am going to take this bigger one and put it in the middle of my Hydrangea Hue. This is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And then I'm going to take the smaller one and I'm going to put it on my 4x1 piece here. I want to favor it to the left just a little. And it's a tight fit. I know it looks like it doesn't fit. I promise it does, but it is a tight one. So we are going to move that kind of favoring the left side. And then I will send these off with Mom.
I will take those. All right.
We are going to attach that onto our blue banner. And I am actually going to cut off the right side. So again, feel free to favor that left side quite a bit, because I'm going to cut off the edge. And I'm just going to line it up to where I see that the white will be taken off with it so that it's all straight. Boom, there we go. Okay, we are ready for assembly. Here we go. So let's get the inside of the card done first. Mounted that onto a piece of Hydrangea Hue that is 4 by 5 1/4. We will quickly attach that to the inside of our card. Seal wants to fight me today because I'm trying to go quickly, and Seal can sense fear. So we'll attach that to the inside. There we go. And then we've got our piece that we cut from. We're going to use that to attach our focal image.
You guys know I love to save my cardstock and be frugal. And you can see I passed on that skill to Christina.
In this economy, we have to be frugal with our cardstock.
Absolutely.
So we'll attach that right on there. And when I place it on my card, I am aiming for the kind of left-hand bottom corner. So about there. Yeah, that looks nice.
Okay, gotcha.
And then I am going to attach my sentiment with some dimensionals. Something needed to pop on here, so we'll make it our sentiment. And we are going to line it up with the edge of the card here. So make sure that that piece we cut off lines up on the edge and mount it there. Now, it's cute, but it needs something.
It always needs a little something, right?
So I am bringing in these adorable 2026-2028 in color butterflies. They are shiny. They are butterflies. They are cute. They are exactly what I needed. So I'm going to grab my take your pick tool, and I'm going to do, let's see, we'll do a Hydrangea Hue butterfly right there. Crisp cantaloupe butterfly right there. Don't know where the accent comes from, but it's here. And then Golden Glow. This is the other new in color that I haven't used yet.
Looks gorgeous.
Yeah,
on there.
like you would think, oh, I don't incorporate that color into the card, but it looks gorgeous on there.
Does.
Even just that little pop. So there you have it. A really quick, but really sweet and really pretty card to send to whoever blesses you.
And friends, it's my turn to create. So I have got a really fun technique for our Tuesday tip for today. Do you see how my little octopus, my balloon, his party hat, they're all
cute.
shiny? Okay, well, we're going to work with the new stamp positioner. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's jump in. So I'm going to be featuring the Thoughtful Octopus stamp set. I love this set.
It's so cute.
It is adorable. Now, there are no dies that go with this one, but I'm going to be teaching you a really great way to use this one. Ink pads today: Crisp Cantaloupe, Hydrangea Hue, Pool Party, your favorite black ink pad, and a VersaMark pad. That's what's going to allow us to do the shiny embossing. Measurements for my card are exactly the same as the measurements Christina had. So we're going to be using the new Stampin' Positioner. And this, I'm telling you, this tip that I've got for you today is an awesome one for when you want to emboss. So there's some little nubbins up here.
Some nubs.
And I'm going to take the magnets. These are really great, you guys, because they've got a little tab on it. Makes it really easy to pick up. I'm going to put them at the top. We're going to be moving them around. We're going to bring in the octopus stamp, and I'm just going to lay that on my cardstock. I'm going to tilt them just a little bit over here to the right. When you've got it where you want it, we're going to take the lid. By the way, this has a little hinge in it. So I'm just going to give it a little tap, and that's going to pick up my stamp. Now, this is a solid image stamp. And you know, sometimes those can be a little bit difficult to get a really good image. But you know what? When I have my Stampin' Positioner, I've got no issues at all. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to give that a stamp. I'm going to let it go. The hinge is released, and it's just kind of like releasing that paper. All right. Because I don't want it to move. Do you see how I'm just didn't get that good, strong image? Mm-hmm. It can happen. Again, with a solid image stamp for sure. But watch this. When we go over it one more time, it's gorgeous.
That's
right?
beautiful.
Yeah, it works great. Now, this is an important trick before we add our embossing. I'm going to bring in my black ink pad, and we need to add his little face.
Of course. What's an octopus without a face?
We want to have that done before we add our VersaMark ink. So I have cleaned my stamp, right? We wanted that to be clean. I'm going to come over it with the VersaMark. I'm going to lay my plate back on there again. And now it's all covered in VersaMark. Okay, now we're not going to heat emboss it just yet, because this ink stays nice and wet for quite a long time. We're going to come in with a balloon, because every octopus needs a balloon on their birthday.
Absolutely.
Right? So I'm going to line that up, make sure it's up right where I need it. And I'm going to put those right there. And this is just like before. We're going to give it just a quick tap to make sure we've got our balloon attached. I will come in now. We'll ink that up. Again, solid image stamp. So I may have to do it twice. Yeah, I think I will go ahead and get that one more time.
And these are new ink pads, so they're pretty juicy.
They are really, right.
Which can sometimes cause that.
Because I've also found that my Crisp Cantaloupe, I've been using it more, and it's actually inking great now. Yes. Right? Okay, see? It looks so better. Great. Okay, we're going to clean our stamp, add our VersaMark, and that one's ready to go. Now we're going to add the party hat. You know what? Before I add the party hat, this balloon is floating in air. How about we give it a string?
Of course.
All right. So we have got the string. We're going to stamp this in black. All right. We're going to add the party hat. We're going to be doing that in Crisp Cantaloupe. Friends, you know the drill. We are going to ink it up. We'll stamp that one. I think that one looks great. We don't need to go over it again.
This just makes it so easy. Like, I always feel like I mess up stamping, and then it feels like mission impossible trying to position the stamp in the exact same position you just had it, and it always fails.
And again, because that VersaMark stays sticky for so long, I didn't have to worry about pulling this off every single time to stop and heat set it. So we're going to bring in some clear embossing powder. And friends, you are going to love the shine that this gives. And hopefully you can see, that embossing powder, it sticks great.
It does.
All right, I've got my heat gun, and I've let it heat up for just a few seconds here. I'm going to start going over the octopus, and just wait, just watch for the magic to happen. And there you have it.
It's an embossed-opus.
It's an embossed-opus. I have a piece of Pool Party, 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. You remember how we die cut our large banner? I have stamped on a 4 by 1 piece of basic white, many happy wishes on your birthday. And just like Christina said, you are going to favor the left side. So it might be coming off on the right because we are going to be trimming it down. I'm going to die cut those. I will cover that banner with my shiny octopus. We'll adhere that banner. I'm going to trim that down. My card base is a hydrangea hue, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Just like we did on Christina's card, we're going to adhere that to the bottom left corner. I've got dimensionals on my greeting, and we'll add it about right there.
That point's going to pop the balloon.
Well, I know. Oh my gosh, you're right. That would not be good. Okay, let's do just a tiny bit more stamping. We're going to come back in with the hydrangea hue, and we're going to stamp the kelp, seaweed,
Ocean leaves.
ocean flora.
Yeah.
So that is the front. We're going to do a little bit more work to that, but just to save some time, I have stamped my octopus and the face and the little, but this we didn't emboss. So this is just stamped. We're going to add a little more kelp, and I'm going to stamp once. I'm going to rotate it and stamp again just to kind of give a nice.
I always love how that effect looks.
I know.
It looks so nice.
It is always a good one. Now we're going to add our sentiment to the inside, and we're doing that in black, but guys, check out this sentiment. If I could hug you with 8 arms, I would.
Oh.
And we're just going to go right across the octopus. I've adhered that onto a piece of Pool Party that is 4 by 5 1/4. Pool Party and hydrangea hue.
Gorgeous.
Right.
Mhm.
Yes, it is. So let's add, because like Christina's card, it needs a little something. So I didn't feel like the butterflies were going to go with my card.
They don't typically, you don't find them in the ocean that
No, you
often.
really don't. So we're going to use the array of dots. And let's see, I think I'm going to add this right here. You know, where you put it kind of just depends on where your creativity is taking you for the day. So I'm going to add a large, a small, and a small.
You know, I have a little guy in my life that actually turns 4 today. I think he will be getting this card.
He will, won't
Yes.
he? Look at that. So we got a little bling. We got a little shine. We got a cute little greeting there
So
on the
cute.
inside. So I'm going to bring Christina's card back in so I can show it off again as well. So friends, when you are looking for creativity, don't miss out on those creative juice sketches. They are so great. They're easy. It kind of gives you that jumping point because what you stamp here can be anything. But we are pretty partial to these brand new stamp
Yes,
sets.
definitely.
And I really, truly loved how these cards turned out. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope that you were inspired by this month's Creative Juice sketch. If you were, a thumbs up on YouTube is so appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed, take a minute to click the subscribe button.
And right next to that subscribe button, you'll see a join button. This is for our YouTube membership. We have 3 different tiers, each with their own perks at their own price points. Check them out.
Thanks again for being here, everyone. We look forward to stamping with you next time. Until then,
Bye.
bye.